there, sister. If this video description piqued your interest a little bit, I am assuming you are also struggling with finding yourself in the exact same style of relationship with the exact same type of man. So I want to say welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Brandy. I am 28 years old. I am down here in Spring, Texas. And let me tell you, I am queen of getting myself in the exact same style of relationship. So the best piece of advice that I can offer you today on how to break the cycle is to find a good guy. Thank you, Mom. Not helpful. If you have also been given advice like that and find it super stressful, then continue watching this video, and I am hoping and praying that it speaks to your heart and can offer you a different and better style of really learning about yourself and learning about where we are going wrong in our relationships. So if I were to tell you that your subconscious is not your friend, would you believe me? As it turns out, your subconscious does not like loose ends. Now hear me out. When we have something happen in our past and we were not able to gain closure from it, that creates a loose end in your subconscious. Your subconscious does not like loose ends, so it is programmed for you to get yourself into exact same similar situation as what that loose end was started, so you have a chance for a do-over to do things differently, to get that closure, to close off that loose end. Therefore, if we have had a bad relationship experience to where you didn't get closure, you didn't feel validated, you feel like you got crushed, and you weren't able to resolve those feelings in that relationship, that is going to program your mind to find the exact same type of guy, to develop that exact same type of relationship, that exact same style of situation, so you can do it over to get closure, so you can move on. But the worst part of all of this is that usually that first relationship loose end we've had is not a relationship issue at all. It's actually coming back from our past, from a loose end we didn't close in our childhood. Let's think about this. So something happened when I was a little girl that altered the way I feel loved and I love others. Carry that into my first relationship. It was a disaster. I got hurt, started a loose end, and then now ever since that first heartbreak when I was 18 freaking years old, I am finding myself in the exact same style of relationship, attracting the exact same type of guy from something that happened in my childhood. What? Now, what if I add another layer here for us? Okay, hear me out again. Not only do we have these loose ends from all of the problems we've had in our childhood and in the men that we date, but what if I tell you all of those collectively have also altered the way you see your God and the way your faith looks? So now not only are you a hurt little girl who had a stream of bad relationships, but now you have a misguided sense of faith, you feel so alone. You feel like the world is on your shoulders. You feel like it's all up to you. And it's not. It's really, really not. You feel like you have to work so hard. You feel like you have something to prove. You feel like if you can just get this one man, this one guy, to love you, to really see you, to really know you, then you'll finally feel like you can love yourself and that you're worthy of ever receiving love. And if you're able to save that man, then you can put him on a plate and take it to God and be like, see, God, like I'm good. I'm loving. He loves me. Like, well, you love me now too. That's backwards. That's so backwards, and it's so heartbreaking. Really, it comes down to if we're at the point that we feel like we need to prove ourselves to God, that's when we know we got some work to do. I know that's when I realized I have some work to do. Because, truthfully, going back to the hurt little girl, the fact that I feel like I had to work so hard for my father's love, my earthly father's love, is what dictated that I had to work so hard for my heavenly Father's love. And it's not like that. It's so not like that. The truth of the matter is, while Yes, I will be the first to admit I am a sinner. I do not deserve God's love. But because I'm a daughter of God, He decides that I'm worthy of love. He's going to first show me what love should look like, what love should feel like. Once I receive His love, then I'll be able to work on Brandy loving Brandy. Once Brandy loves Brandy, I'm going to be a completely changed woman, and I'm finally going to get closure on those loose ends and finally attract the man that I know that God has made for me. But hear me when I say it is not up to anyone else. No man, no book, no sermon, no nothing is going to fix the loose ends except for God loving me, God working through me, and God showing me how to finally get closure on those loose ends by accepting a love that I already know is there for me. I have to accept it and receive it. Then the snowball effect is going to work inside my heart and then flow outside of me and transform all areas of my life. But it's not going to be a boy that does that for me. It took me a very long, lonely, painful, depressing 8 years to get to this point. But if I can save somebody else that duration of sheer loneliness, then it'll all be worth it. Just one person, all worth it. I would do it again. If I could save somebody from going through what I went through, do it all over again for you. If you are that person, if this is pulling some heartstrings on you right now, I strongly encourage you to let go, to trust God, to invite God in, and I challenge you, let's start healing. Let's stop the cycle. Let's stop the madness. Let's agree, you and me, right now, heart to heart, is not going to be a boy that's going to fix this for us. It's going to be ourselves. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take time. I'm not saying do a whole year like me of no dating. It's going to take time though, and it's going to take work. And if you are ready, but you don't know where to start, I'm going to link some videos, some sermon videos below in the description on where you need to start. Tonight, just watch the first video and let me know what you think. Drop in the comments, send me a message, whatever you need to do, and let's start healing. It's time, girl. It's past time.